Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Hump Day. What's up, Chunky? Ain't seen you in a while. Good to see you here. Tennessee man is back yelling in the comment section again. It's too early to be yelling. You gotta wait till nighttime for that, man. What's up, Joshua? Vic? How y'all doing? We got an NBA game tonight. I don't know why they're doing this crap where they're having 2 and 3 days between each game. What's up, Dick? Can the Mavs win tonight? They're at home. Down in the series 2-0. Celtics sweep incoming. I hope not. I care about the NBA Finals because I got money on it. What's up, Timmy? Let's see what it is. We got here. Yeah, I'm glad to be back, man. I won't be here on Friday, though, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately, but fortunately. Going to a comedy show on tomorrow night. So what do we got here? It's Mavericks are favored by, this line has moved 1.5 points. It was Mavericks by 1.5. Now it's Mavericks by 3. So a lot of the money's going on the Mavericks, which isn't a good thing for the Mavericks. But over under 213. What's up, Stingray? Jeremy? Mavs first half -2. Both of the first 2 finals games went under. I don't bet under, ever. And I'm not going to tonight. I'm going the over 213. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to bet on the point spread here. I don't have any faith in the Mavericks right now. Yeah, I saw Porzingis is day-to-day right now. And he's had a pretty good couple of games. I mean, he missed virtually the entire playoffs with, I think, a pulled hamstring or something. But he's played well so far in the last 2 games. But the bigger problem is Luka is also hurt. He's had a knee injury the entire playoffs. But he's played pretty well.
Hey, do you understand?
The bottom line is, if Kyrie Irving can't score at least 25 or 30 points, then the Mavericks won't win. That's it. He's got both, I think. Both a rib and a knee. There's your answer, Tennessee man. I don't know if I like you either. I just tolerate you. I still haven't figured out if I like you or not. You are kind of annoying, I'm not going to lie. But I don't block people for being annoying. Otherwise, there'd be half of the chat would be blocked. Do I have a pick for the talent show? Well, I have an opinion. I think that Elijah Allen, he's been one of the most talented people in the talent show every year he's been doing it. And he hasn't won it yet as far as I know. He hasn't won it before, has he? My vote would be for Elijah Allen. I also was very impressed with the guy who made the cake, the shoe cake. I want to know how long it took him to make that cake. It looks like it would take all day. I ain't got the patience for that.
Hey, do you want to dance?
Let's take a look at the Major League Baseball games today.
Hey, do you want to dance?
Oh, look at here. Rockies and the Twins. Give me the Twins on that. Brewers and Blue Jays. Give me the Brewers on that. That line's moved too. That's flip-flop since 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, the Brewers were favored. Now they're the underdog.
Hey, do you want to dance?
What's up, Volusia? Braves big favorites over the Orioles. I don't know, man. I might have to take the Orioles in that. Orioles at home.
Hey, do you want to dance?
No, I'm sorry. The Orioles are fair. What am I talking about? Now, this is weird. How come the Orioles are a 1.5 point favorite, but the odds are plus 154, and the Braves are 1.5 point underdog, but their odds are minus 185? I don't understand that. That's weird. Bet on the Brewers, Twins, Giants, Padres, and Orioles. Well, I'm definitely betting on the Brewers probably, and the what was it? First game, Twins. I'm probably going to bet these two. I'll probably parlay the Twins and the Brewers on the money line. That's what I'll do. That's what I'm going to do. Who do the Phillies play? Phillies and the Red Sox. Let's see again. What's going on here? Phillies favored, but plus 136 in the odds. I don't understand what's going on with that. I don't know. Are you allowed to bet Tennessee, man? I mean, if you live in Tennessee, you are legally. I don't know. I mean, you're probably not old enough, so no. I mean, if you're under 21, which I'm guessing you are, then the answer is no. You can bet a pack of bubble gum with one of your friends or something. I'll bet those two early games, and if I win that parlay, then I'll probably take whatever I win and just bet on the Phillies on the money line for the nighttime game. That's what I'm going to do. If I lose it, I'm not going to bet any more baseball. I'll just wait to the basketball game. I need a winner, though. I've only made a couple of bets this week. I've been kind of laying off of it. Really, what I've been doing is waiting for the NBA game tonight. All right, StreamYard is open. Let me turn this music off. I saw something interesting on the Twitter machine this morning. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with ChatGPT, right? The AI thing that you can ask questions and it'll give you whatever answers. Sort of like a artificial intelligence Google. That anyway, you know what it is. Some guy on Twitter asked ChatGPT about Caleb DeBoer and Alabama, and to project what their record would be, I think, for the next 5 seasons or something like that, through 2028 or 29. Interestingly enough, ChatGPT claims that Alabama is going to, in that time frame, is going to win 2 more national championships. They won't have a season worse than 10-2. They'll make it to the SEC championship game every season for the next 5 seasons. And like I said, win a couple of natties. So, I don't think that's happening, but we'll see. If you're 18, you can invest or trade in the futures market. Yeah, well, that would be smart. Betting on Major League Baseball in early June is not smart, and I'm not smart. So, what's up, Volusia?
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, betting on regular season, early June MLB games is not usually a winner's play. But hey, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
I haven't really tallied it, but I'm at least around 50% or maybe even over on baseball.
Okay.
But that's with placing a lot of bets. I do volume.
Right. Okay.
And for a little bit of money, like $25 usually per bet, 20 or 25. Anyway, we're in this group chat, me and Uncle Lou and Sir UGA and Colby and Hufferbilly, but he doesn't bet. But the other 4 of us all bet, so we all post our bets, and sometimes we bet together, sometimes we, fade the bet. Right now, Uncle Lou is doing very well in baseball, so I probably should be listening to him because he's on a roll right now.
All right. Well, yeah. If it works, it works.
What's up, gentlemen?
How you doing, Pete?
Scott, do you watch Major League Baseball at all, or you have no interest in it?
I only watch it when it gets down to playoffs and World Series. Is when I watch it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Scott. I'll watch it when it gets to like September, when they're making the push to get in the postseason, right?
Right. Now, I love watching the highlights on YouTube of games, and I kind of get my fix that way in watching baseball. But sitting and watching a whole 9 innings of a game, a little tough for me.
Yeah,
it is tough.
It's in the middle of the damn night, so that's enough. But yeah, like
The good thing about watching baseball for me is because I don't really have a team and I don't care who wins. The only reason I care who wins is if I have a bet on it. That's it.
Right.
So it's really stress-free.
It's been fun to watch college baseball, for the past several weeks. I mean, that's been fun to watch. But Major League Baseball, not till it gets down to the nitty-gritty, I then have interest in it, as you say.
Yeah.
I mean, paying attention to like the stats and who's doing well and watching some highlights is fun. But yeah, it's hard to just commit a lot of time to it.
Yeah, because I couldn't tell you, is Bryce Harper still on the Phillies? I have no idea.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
So I don't even know the players and who's playing and all that. So that's how dumb I am about baseball.
Yeah, really the best thing to do, and I don't have the time to do it or the interest in doing it, is you really have to know the pitching in and out for each team. So you bet based on who's pitching that day. I don't know. Look, I know if they name who the pitcher is that day, I got no idea if he's the best pitcher on the team or the fucking worst one. I got no idea.
Right. I do know one caveat story that piqued my interest is Angel Hernandez finally retiring
Right.
Get him the fuck off the field. I mean, bye. Bye now.
Well, Scott,
he was the worst umpire ever.
You're a Braves fan, probably, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a Braves fan. Have been since I was a kid.
Yeah. They're a good team, but they can't fucking score. I mean, and losing Acuna really hurt them.
Is
that's
he healthy?
Huh?
Is Spencer Strider healthy right now, or isn't he hurt?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about him. I know Acuna's out for the season.
Braves are always in the playoffs, but they just can't win the big damn game. They can't win the World Series.
They have good pitching. They have good pitching and good fielding, but they have a problem scoring.
Right, right. I mean, go ahead. No, I was just going to say they've had a great farm league, in their minor league, so they can bring up talent. I mean, they have a ton of talent on the Braves, but I don't know. They just never can get the damn mixture right with pitching and hitting.
Well, they did win it a couple years ago, right? Was it at 2021? I think.
They did.
Yeah. But that's twice they've won it? I mean, that's it?
Twice in eons. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and they've been, like I said, when Bobby Cox was coaching them, he had them in the playoffs just about every other year.
Well, that was the
they get in the playoffs and fail miserably.
Yeah.
They would have the top winning record of any team out there, get in the playoffs and just fail.
Well, that was the thing. Yeah. Didn't they win something like 15 straight division titles or something like that? And they won World Series, and they won one World Series during that time span.
Yeah.
And the Marlins.
I mean, that's the frustration of being an Atlanta Braves fan.
Yeah.
Any Atlanta team is going to just disappoint you like that.
I was a Braves fan when I was a kid. I grew out of it. I just didn't care when I got into an adulthood. But every single summer, my dad would take us to a couple of games in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, that was back when they had, John Smoltz and Greg Maddux and Steve Avery, and that dream team of pitchers they had.
Yeah. Well, I went when I was just a kid. I think I was 10 years old, 1965, and Phil Niekro was still pitching. Joe Torre. Joe Torre was the catcher.
Yeah.
Joe Torre, of course, went to coaching fame with the Yankees, but they lost a game 12-6 to the Cubs. I remember that. And it was in the old Fulton County Stadium, which is no longer there.
Yeah, that's the one I went to. I've never been to the newer one before.
No, neither have I.
Yeah.
You mentioned this before.
Stadium, and then it was Turner Field, and now it's the one out in Cobb County or whatever, right?
Yeah. You mentioned this the other day. You're right that the minor league baseball field here is glorious compared to most minor league teams. I mean, they built this like they said it's built architecturally like Camden Yards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very nice stadium for a minor league stadium for sure.
Yeah, damn nice stadium.
And it's in a beautiful setting too. It's right there on the water.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
I've been to Camden Yards a bunch of times. Camden Yards is really nice.
It damn sure is. I've been once, Volusia, and it was, and they were playing the Yankees, and the Yankees whipped their ass. But it was glorious stadium in there.
Yeah, and Bill Murray owns the team.
Yeah, I think he owns a portion of the team.
I think he might be a partner. He might be 50% owner or something. I don't know, but
he's proportion owner with the guy. Oh hell, his father used to own the White Sox, and I cannot think of the last name right offhand. But he had his own advertising agency at one time, and one of my friends worked with him. But when the White Sox were popular, when Steve Dahl went out there and claimed disco sucked and the death of disco and blew up a bunch of damn records, those times.
So that comedy show I'm going to tomorrow night at that field, I mean, Bill Murray's a comedian. You would think he would show up and maybe do a couple of minutes on stage. I mean, that would be great if he did.
Yeah, I don't know if he does stand up anymore.
I don't know if Bill's ever done stand up.
He could do a solid 5 minutes. He's funny enough.
I think he could too, but I've just never seen him. I mean, he's always been the comedy actor. I mean, he's great physical actor, all that. I mean, you look at all the movies he did in the 80s, they were just hysterical. Great. I mean, Stripes comes to mind.
Yeah. Pete, you know that Bill Murray's a Clemson fan, right?
I know that he went to a Clemson game one time. Did one of his kids go there or something?
Yeah, something like that. And
it was either like one of his kids or like one of his nieces or something like that went there. Yeah.
And he was the guest picker for when we had game day one time in like 2013 or something. And then Lee Corso put on the Florida State thing and he tackled him. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
He tackled Lee Corso?
Yeah. Because Bill Murray was the Clemson guest picker because he does root for Clemson. And then when he did the pick, Lee Corso put on the Seminole headdress or whatever, and Bill Murray got up and tackled him. Yeah.
Are you saying Bill Murray or Bill Burr?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Oh.
Do you know who that is, Nate?
Bill Murray, yes, I think so.
You ever seen the movie Caddyshack before?
Yes, and Groundhog.
The Groundhog. Yeah.
Day. Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Hell, I've got a T-shirt, and all it is just the head of Bill Murray, and every time I wear it, I get so many people going, "Hey, yeah, Bill Murray." I mean, they stop me and go, "Hey, Bill Murray." Yeah, I'm going, yeah.
This guy I knew told this story. He was downtown Charleston eating lunch at some diner or something, and he was eating like a cheeseburger and French fries. And Bill Murray walks up to his table while he's sitting there, takes a couple of French fries off his plate and eats them right in front of him. And he looks at him and says, "Your friends are never going to believe this happened," and just turned around and walked out.
Yeah, that's something he would do.
That's typical him. Yep. But he stays down here in Charleston, I think, about 90% of the time.
Yeah, he's got a home on Fripp Island, I think. But he when he was married, he lived on Sullivan's Island in a house on the beach with his now ex-wife. When they got divorced, he left Sullivan's, and she still lives there. Of course, she got the house.
There's a bicycle shop. It's still in Mount Pleasant that used to be right up the road from where I lived in the apartment complex. And Bill would go in there because, I can't think of the guy's name that like I said, family on the White Sox. He kind of took Bill around when he first moved into the area and said, here's the place you can get your car done. Here, I know you bicycle a lot. Here's where you can get your bicycle repaired and all that. Took him to this guy, and they became fast friends. And Bill would always be in there, drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, just drinking coffee while the guy repaired bikes. In fact, Bill brought that up, that he loves Charleston like that because he can go into places and sit around and hang out and all that. He brought that up when he was on Howard Stern, how much he loved Charleston and the area.
Momo just says, does Howard Stern still have a show? Yeah, he still's got a show on Sirius XM radio. He does it from his house now, though, because he's still scared of COVID. So.
No one gives a shit anymore. I'm sorry.
By the way, do you guys know Bill Burr?
Of course. He's one of the greatest.
Okay. Well, for a second, I thought you were talking about like Bill Burr, but
no,
Bill Murray. And it kind of sounds the same, but not really.
No, Bill Murray, totally different.
I know, but two comedians too. But
yeah.
Well, Bill Burr is a stand-up comedian. Bill Murray is not.
Yeah.
Bill Burr does do some acting. He was in like Breaking Bad, and he did his own show. He's been in a couple movies.
He's phenomenal in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's funny.
He
plays the bad guy in Breaking Bad with Fuel.
Have any of you heard the Bill Burr's podcast before?
Yes, I've heard some of it.
The funniest is when he gets his wife on and then they like rant about stuff. It's great.
Yeah, most of his podcast, he doesn't have guests on. Sometimes he has his wife on, but mainly what it is just he gets behind a microphone for like an hour and a half and just rants all by himself. Yeah. There's no, that's it. Like there's no, he'll get on a subject and just rant for like an hour, and that's the whole show.
Or sometimes he'll have like people will write him an email and then he'll read the email and then start ranting at that person.
Yeah.
Somewhere on YouTube is the Opie and Anthony appearance he made in Philly. and where people were booing him, and he just kept calling out how many minutes he had left on the stage, and stayed out there and called the Philadelphia fans every name in the book.
Oh yeah, that's a great rant. Yeah, about the
Where they were booing him at first, and then by the end they were shouting and yelling and applauding him at the end, because he just stood out there and gave them hell.
he was talking about how they have a statue of Rocky. They're like
cheesesteaks.
you,
It's just funny as hell.
it's like you got a statue of a fictional person, fucking Rocky.
Oh yeah, Ben Franklin was an asshole. I mean, he just went off on Philly. Period.
He went on this rant on his podcast one time for like an hour about how he was he had like a stand-up show in Atlanta. So he goes, that weekend I was there. There was a football game. So he's a big NFL fan. So he said, I wanted to go to watch the Falcons play, and he had tickets like right on the 50-yard line and this and that. He said it was the most depressing fucking thing. He's like, I paid $500 for a seat, and every 5 minutes they're trotting out some guy who got his legs blown off in Afghanistan, and some local person who died in a car wreck. He's like, I'm trying to watch a fucking football game here.
Plus all the fake applause in the Atlanta stadium too.
And plus, I think he's a Michigan man for college football.
Is he? He's from Boston.
Oh, he's from Boston. Oh, yeah. He's Boston.
Yeah, he's a Boston guy. Definitely a Boston guy.
No, you'd be surprised that he's like a Michigan fan, like for life.
Yeah, but does anybody care about Boston College?
No, Bill Burr's not a college sports fan. He cares about the Patriots, Red Sox, Celtics, and Bruins.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
you're right.
No, you'd be surprised. Just look at what you don't have to right now, but just do Bill Burr, Michigan. And he talks about Michigan football.
Yeah, I mean, even the people in Boston don't care about Boston College. So, I mean, they don't. I mean, all they care about is professional sports up there. They could give a shit less about college sports.
The only thing you could mention that you could bring up about Boston College maybe as a memory is Doug Flutie throwing the Hail Mary.
Yeah,
that's about it.
And that's about it. I mean, that's about the highlight of Boston College football.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about that.
Oh, no. Is that against Miami? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
What's it against Miami? I forgot all about that.
Zip it, Scott. Zip it.
Yeah, Matt Ryan also went to Boston College. That's right.
Had some good players go pro out of there, but no one cares about them at all. I mean, if you've ever been to their stadium for a game, no one gives a shit.
Okay, I have a question. Which is worse for a stadium? Bobby Bowden Stadium or I don't know what's called for Boston College Stadium.
Wait. Hold on.
Where the hell is Bobby Bowden Stadium? I've never.
Sorry, Georgia Tech.
Now there's Bobby Bowden Field.
Yeah, Bobby Bowden Field.
He means Bobby Dodd.
Oh.
Yeah, Bobby.
So the answer is, as somebody who's been to both, Bobby Dodd Stadium is better than Alumni Stadium in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, only because it has more history, and it's in the city, and it's a little bit bigger, and it's not a lot of enthusiasm at Georgia Tech either, but there's more than there is at Boston College, and the stadium's a little bit better. So
Georgia Tech is a wreck. I mean, that stadium's in the hood now.
Would you call it a rambling wreck?
Yes, I would.
Is that why that wreck?
Yeah, that place is a dump.
Oh, it is a dump. It's
Sorry,
horrible.
Dog.
It feels cool to be there, though. Like, you're downtown and stuff. The views of the skyline are cool. Like,
either.
It's better than Boston College Stadium.
Pete, I told you about that time, didn't I? When we had I had to go. I was working with Homeland Security, and we were doing the drug dog sweeps of Bobby Dodd Stadium.
So hold on, you used to be a narc?
No. It's a funny story. I guess there's not that many. A friend of mine used to work for Homeland Security, and one of his jobs was to, he had a dog, a bomb dog. Yeah, not a drug dog, it was a bomb dog. And so he would get full, like he had to serve so many different stadiums and do so many things a year. So we would always pick the ones where Miami played.
Right.
And we would go, and so he would just... He gave me a uniform, and I would just go with him.
Oh, shit.
So we would have full reign of the stadium, and we could go and like stand on the sidelines, do whatever. But so we were sweeping Bobby Dodd, and it was 2 hours before the game, 3 hours before the game, something like that. And we went in there and we went into their dressing room there, Georgia Tech's dressing room. And that dog took the biggest, steamiest shit right in the middle of the dressing room, like right on the Georgia Tech, thing with all right in the center of it. And we both died laughing and just walked out.
Just left it there. Yeah.
That must have been Georgia.
Yeah, it was funny as hell.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's trying to blow up Bobby Dodd Stadium. Although if they did, they'd be doing them a favor.
Yeah, just the bomb dog blew it up.
Yeah.
You got the bomb.
ATF.
What's that, Nate?
Good news. What?
I see this. I saw you on here. Have you announced your big news yet to everybody?
He's got big news?
Yeah, my mom is booking the cruise today.
Good.
She just booked it, Nate.
No, she didn't. I don't think she
Well,
did.
he knows that she did because he can see who booked it.
I'm looking at your reservation right now, Nate.
No, that's some creepy shit right there.
I know it. I just got an email alert right here saying Nate Kingston and Mama and Papa Nate.
There you go.
Booked rooms.
Oh, you got 2 rooms.
Nah,
Oh yeah.
Oh, they don't want you in their room, Nate. They got you your own room.
Well, here's the funny thing. They got a balcony, and Nate got an interior.
Yeah, that's probably good.
no, I have some beef with my mom now.
No, hey, at least make sure you go give her a hug and tell her thanks because that's awesome.
I know.
Yeah, you should be happy you got your own room, dude. I mean, that's awesome.
No,
I didn't get a balcony, so.
No, the only thing it's not my own room. I have to have a roommate. That's the only thing.
You have to have a roommate? Why?
Well, because even if I don't have a roommate, I won't go. Or when I won't go.
What? You can't get lost on a ship. I mean, there's nowhere to go. You're on a ship. So it's not like you're going to get lost.
Well, I think what he's saying though is that this could be a really good opportunity for somebody else who hasn't booked yet or something like that. Maybe they can get in touch with Nate and be Nate's roommate and split the cost of that room with his parents.
That's a good idea.
A very good option out there for somebody that wants to go and needs a roommate. There's a room right there.
Yeah, and I don't know why he said I can't get lost. I can get lost.
Well, where are you going to go? I mean, the only place you get lost is in the water.
Well, it's a big ship. I can get lost anywhere.
Well, Pete, I mean, here's a thought. Scott, you haven't booked your cruise yet. If you're looking for a roommate, there's a room.
Yeah, Scott and Nate.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
That sounds damn exciting. I'm giddy with the thought of that right now.
Yeah. I'm down. We're not going to share a bed, though.
I don't think I could stand your big damn stinky feet with me.
Yeah.
And you're a damn giant, Nate. I mean,
Yeah.
the bed you would. These cabins are small. Okay,
Yeah.
so you would take up most of the room in the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was on my last cruise, my feet was hanging out of the bunk bed. So.
I could tell you one thing because Nate came to stay with me. He doesn't like to wear shoes. He was walking around my backyard, playing football with Peete Jr. He comes in, his feet are all covered in grass and leaves and shit, and he tracks it all the way through my house. I said, Nate, what are you doing?
I'm sorry about that.
You won't get lost, Nate. Just remember, bow to stern. Okay, you won't get lost.
It was like following breadcrumbs, Hansel and Gretel following the breadcrumbs. I just followed the leaves and pine straw all the way upstairs to his room.
Oh boy.
But really, Nate, you should put that out there. I mean, there probably is a couple people in this community that are, that are nice people are looking for somebody to, share a room with. So, I mean, okay. And I don't mean anything bad about this, but like you're a giant. What about like Zona? That would be like the perfect, he might want to come and needs to split a room with somebody. So it might work out.
Yeah.
Or BVD.
The only and not to piss people, not to piss Zona off. If I don't see Zona, I don't know if hopefully I don't ran over him because I can't see him.
Damn.
Sorry.
Damn, Nate. Don't say that. But I know that's like there are other people out there
I'm joking.
that might want to go that need somebody to split a room with. You've got a room to split with somebody, so put that out there.
Yeah, I was just joking, by the way.
Nate's always so mean, throwing trash at everybody.
Well, like I said, I can trash talk if I wanted to, but no.
BVD was a good idea, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think BVD would, I'm sure he'd be looking for,
I thought BVD's going with a lot tight, I thought.
Maybe. Could you imagine Nate and BVD in a room? I think BVD would be so pissed off.
Oh, you could just live stream that constantly.
Absolutely. That would be great, wouldn't it? That'd be comedy gold.
It's like the odd couple on a cruise.
Remember when BVD punched Squidtard? Imagine if he punches Nate.
with his leg. Yeah. Well, but anyways, yeah, it's just she booked that because the cruise obviously, but if I don't get a roommate by I don't know.
Don't worry about it, Nate. We'll get one of those little GPS tracking systems that like put around your ankle so that we can see you on our phones wherever you're at.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come track you down.
What about Jay Shipes? He needs a roommate. Jay, see, there's a number of people who haven't booked their cruise yet, and they need to hurry up because you only have like till what is it, Pete? Like Saturday or Sunday?
It's this coming Monday, I think.
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, so you got to get it done by this weekend, but we've got Sea-Dog has not booked his yet. Colby has not booked his. Jay has not booked his.
I'm wondering.
Law's got his booked.
I'm still curious if Colby's coming or not.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if he is. Oh,
yeah.
We'll see.
Colby went on the Vegas trip with you guys, right?
He did.
Yeah.
He gets married in December, and then they're going on a 2-week honeymoon through Europe. So I don't know if he's going to, be able to turn around and then go on a cruise or not. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think so. It's probably.
Well, who else are we missing, Pete, that hasn't booked yet? Law Tide hasn't booked yet.
No.
There's quite a few people we need to get on their ass and get them to book.
Do you have a list of the people who have booked?
Kind of, but the list I have is people's real names, and some of them I'm not exactly. I would only be speculating on some of them if.
Is Raj booked?
No, Raj is not booked.
Well, I know some people are doubling up in rooms too.
Right. Yeah, and I'm not going to sit here and tell people's real names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Raj and Nate would be a good couple. I mean, those are two huge human beings. I mean, in a small cabin. Yeah, live stream that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna last.
All right, but so
on cussing rant and and dealing with Nate's big feet.
You don't have to give us the names, fools, but how many people? Do you know that?
I can kind of tell you. Give me a minute. I'll bring it up because I've starred all the emails.
Probably around 30, I would think. So far,
that's pretty damn good. You got 30 people already.
I say 30.
I mean, like I said, I know some of them are doubled up. Joey's talked about it on live before. So, him and Mark Rogers are splitting a room.
Oh, yeah, Mark Rogers. Forgot about him.
Yeah, Mark Rogers will be there.
Boy, he's in for a rude awakening.
1,
We need Mark Rogers to. I know he has an Elvis costume in his closet. Mark Rogers needs to bring that.
Probably got a couple of them.
Right?
Well, what do you mean by Pete? What do you mean by a rude awakening for Mark Rogers? This is like.
Well, I mean, you know Mark. Well, you know Marcus about as well as I do, I guess. But I mean, he's a pretty buttoned up guy, and we're all a bunch of degenerates. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like, Pete, we have right now about 15 rooms booked.
Wow.
So
most of those are 2 people per room, so around 30.
Yeah, so we're hitting around 30 people right now. And that's a guess. We have about that many. I'm
now, if you book past the date, you can still book, but you just don't get the package rate. Is that right?
Yeah, I think if you book later, you're just taking the chance of if it might sell out, or it might. I mean, all it costs right now is, I mean, you just got to put in $50 for 2 people or something, and you're reserving your.
Well, no, I had to put. Well,
that's
to reserve a spot. Yes,
it's
to reserve your room in particular was like $200.
Right, but what that $200 does, that voids out. Remember the thing where you must pay this much by November or whatever it is, or October.
Yeah.
That if you go on and pay that, it voids that out, and you just have to have your final payment by December. See what I'm saying? So you can just reserve a spot for that $25. But if you want to pick your exact room, you have to pay the $100 per person that would normally be due in November or October, whatever that middle date was. So like I went on ahead and just put, $300 down on mine and said, screw it, then I'll just pay it off before December.
Yeah, VicTube said VicTube said he put his family put in $100 a person.
Right. And see, and that would make sense too. And, like VicTube has to choose a certain room. You know what I mean? Right. So they would make them, pick that room. And like if you want to pick I want the balcony room and I want this room, now they're charging you the $100 per person instead of the $25.
I know that's why Friction and Traction aren't coming, because they were all their handy-capable, accessible rooms were booked up.
Right. So, this is one that, if you're interested in going, anybody out there, go on and do it, and just pay the $25 per person right now and just get it in there so you're out there.
I honestly figured more people would be down with it, to be honest with you.
Man, I was looking forward to me and Vic sharing a room, but oh well.
Look, in reality, if we have 30 to 40 people, I'm going to be like, that's a success in my opinion. If you can organize 30 people to get on a boat together.
There will be people that wait till the last minute to book it, which is fine as long as they can get a room. No.
Right. It'll just make it like better organizing the whole thing right now. If people go on ahead and say, let's go.
Yeah, we still in my family still needs it's too early to book a flight, but in a hotel. But
I found that out because I did what Lou said. I went ahead and looked up flights for that date, and flying coach was like $600 a ticket. And I was like, what the fuck?
Why?
I did what Lou and Pete told me and said, just look at it, say 3 or 4 months out. So I did that, and it was like a quarter of that price.
Yeah.
Hey, let me address this.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I just wanted to address Jay Shipe's comment. He says, I tried booking a room, but they wanted the other person's name and info. Then, obviously, Jay, you can get around that because I'm even looking at Nate's booking right here, and the second person says TBA, to be announced. So you can obviously do that without the second person. Plus, I do know that booking through a group like this, they don't tell you this, but they do. And the only reason I know this is because I have to figure out which name I'm trying to figure out with Mrs. Fools because she's not a U.S. citizen. As far as getting off the ship, if she's using her Indonesian name on her passport or is she using her, married name here on her green card, like which way that has to work. And they told me it does come with one name change because you're booking in this group package. So I guess they have it that way. Like if people, book a cruise a year out and then they have a different girlfriend a year later, then they can change their name,
Didn't Tiger Cat...
Guys, have a good day. I got to get out of here.
All right, see you later, Scott.
Yeah, Scott.
Didn't Tiger Cat book a room by herself somehow?
Yeah.
So
yeah, she did that, and it's just a hair cheaper.
I figured Jay was rooming with Huffer Billy Ball.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And so Paul hasn't reserved a room yet either.
Maybe Robin.
Yes, Paul has.
Oh, he has. And so he's planning on bringing Robin then.
Yeah, Paul has.
Yes, that's from what I can tell. But I'm not getting involved in anybody's.
Is he bringing his dog with him too, or how's that going to work?
Right.
No. Jay has to find his own room. Love you, Jay.
And Mrs. Rooster was all tore up about the fact that the dogs aren't coming.
Yeah, Let the Big Dog Eat was the first person to book.
Wow.
Did he beat me? Because I know I was going for that title.
You were second, Slim. You were second.
Hey, Let the Big Dog Eat. Are you bringing the whole family, or you're coming by yourself? Because he's got like 3 or 4 kids, I think.
Yeah.
No. Not that it matters.
As far as I can tell, he's bringing them all.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
The whole fam.
Whole fam.
Not me. We're paying the babysitter, and we're flying down there first class, baby. My first time on a commercial flight in over 20 years.
You're going first class?
I am going first class.
Holy shit.
For what? For flights?
First class round trip really isn't that bad.
Oh my!
Damn, Slim's gonna be sitting in first class drinking champagne with all the fucking hobnobbers.
Hey, we'll have to figure this
I
out.
plan on being drunk by the time I get to Orlando Airport.
We'll have to figure this out because we'll all want to at least get in the day before. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to want to fly in that morning, try to rush. What if your flight's delayed, then you miss? So we're all going to want to be there the night before. So we need to figure out where we're staying. We need to get a hotel.
I'm not getting a hotel.
I was gonna ask that question. Did I just need to because perfect example, the flights I was looking at left at 5 in the morning out of Memphis and was there by noon. I figured 3.5 hours was enough of a window where I'd be okay.
I would never, no. Because if your flight gets delayed, you're missing the cruise. You're going to want to be there the day before.
Yeah, I'm not flying, so I'm driving in that day. I'm not getting a hotel.
If it gets delayed, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Right. We'll probably get there the day before. We're going to drive too, but we'll probably get there the day before.
Yeah.
It's a 13.5-hour drive for me.
But I was looking at some hotels and flights, and they're not cheap. But like my mom said, we're probably going to wait till maybe September or whatever, October, if it's cheaper. But the cost is was around $430 per person.
Well, the hotel that just depends on where you want to stay. If you don't mind staying in a Motel 6 or something, shouldn't be that expensive.
No, just for flights. I saw.
Fuck with me, I'll just catch a red eye and get there first thing Friday morning.
But no, the hotels. I was looking at.
What?
I was looking at hotels by. What do you call it? Port Canaveral. And there is hotels by there.
You should probably just let your parents deal with that.
Lots of ones.
I'm the looker booker.
The looker booker?
The hooker booker?
The hooker booker.
That's an important job, dude.
Yeah.
The looker booker, the looker booker, which means it's basically kind of like a travel agent, kind of.
You're a travel agent?
So you find out what hotel y'all should stay at. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
We'll find stuff out.
Okay. I just suggest hotels and stuff.
Okay.
And
the day before the cruise is my birthday, so we'll probably get down there that day.
I was going to tell my mom or ask my mom if we could go on the 5th of March, and 2 days early.
Now hold on, does Traveling Fools and Slim Shady Canes have the same birthday?
Within a few days of each other.
Okay, so you'll both be birthday cruising boys then.
Here we go. Here we go, Slim. Get there a day early. We can stay at the Coca Sands Villa for $100 a night.
Ooh.
This place is looking pretty nice.
Yeah, that's probably pretty rough.
Well, you never know. I mean,
I don't care.
Nice.
Can you buy Coca Sands out front of the Coca Sands?
Yeah, he probably in the hotel.
Volusia, you've traveled through Asia, so I guarantee you've stayed at some pretty shitty hotels in your life.
You know it, dude, of course. Especially because I came here when I was in my early 20s, dude. I didn't give a shit.
Right, you're like, what is this hole in the ground? I thought you said there was a toilet. Like,
22 years old. 22 years old. I didn't have any money. Of course, I didn't give a shit. You already know what the shit I was
hostels, and so you've had scabies and bed bugs, and it's just
well, no, but
Well, have you had scabies or bed bugs?
I have had neither scabies nor bed bugs, but I've definitely I like that's just a matter of pure chance. Like I just got lucky. Like I definitely stayed in places where I should have gotten that.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people, if they stay in hostels, they leave with one or the other.
Or an STD probably too.
Well, yeah, thank God I didn't leave with that. I'll admit to the bed bugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my mom if we can do excursions, but that's probably it. Are we doing the Salt Olympics on? Well, yes, on cruise. But like what you think we might do it on Saturday or Friday, whatever?
I don't know. We'll figure all that out. The only thing I do know, I think, is we're going to do it all on the ship, so that we're
that's what
we're not going to do it in the Bahamas. No.
I know that.
Yeah, I think the events this year will probably be like a basketball, the three throw, that kind of stuff. And I don't think the events are going to be taken all that seriously this year.
No, and we'll probably only do a few of them too. We won't do 10 like we normally do.
Can I put in a request that we do not do rock, paper, scissors? Because I am getting tired of getting humiliated by Nate.
Nope, too bad.
I think we're going to do rock, paper, scissors.
Oh God, I can't go up against Nate again. He's a juggernaut.
Okay. Well, maybe we won't make you go up against Nate.
Okay.
Can you imagine all the other cruisers that are standing around watching us have a rock, paper, scissors competition?
Yeah.
That's got to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a beast of rock, paper, scissors. I think it was tied for second, I think. I don't know. But anyways,
I'm thinking we should do a wet T-shirt contest too.
A what?
There's some guys that could probably win that on this cruise.
I could win it. I don't know.
There's at the first Slob Olympics. So.
Well, wait, what was the wet T-shirt or whatever you call it?
You don't know what a wet T-shirt contest is, Nate?
Nope.
It's where you wear a wet.
Whatever you do, don't Google it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's where you wear a wet T-shirt. Yeah.
Especially don't Google it if it comes up with Sturgis next to it.
Yeah.
Or don't watch it.
Well, I thought for what T-shirt you just jump in the pool and make it wet.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
You could do that, or you could get a hose and spray them down. That's more fun.
Oh. But anyways, I wouldn't be surprised if I think that I know we're gonna. We hope. I don't want to do the swimming competition. I'm not a really good swimmer, so. So I mean.
I think I think the pool is like 3 feet deep. So
no,
I
don't think so.
Could we do the swimming competition like we, as we're coming into port, we all jump off the boat and race into the port?
Speaking of that, there was a guy last weekend, another guy that jumped off of a cruise ship. Did you guys see this?
I did.
Now this guy actually lived.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They stopped and they got him somehow back on the ship, but they banned him and all of his friends from Carnival Cruise for the rest of their life.
So he did it on purpose? He just took like a swan dive off the deck or something?
Yeah, he just jumped, they all dared him to jump off. I don't know, the guy was probably like early 20s, and he did. He jumped off.
Yeah. What a dumbass.
Yeah, dumbass is right.
Nah, that's awesome to me. I mean, like, like, oh fuck, I can't. Ever
He's
go on
lucky he
carnival.
didn't die.
Yeah, that's like
Lucky, yeah, he was lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, the last cruise I went on, the pool was like 13 feet deep.
Well, I've been on this exact cruise ship that we're going on now. Unless they've changed it, there's 2 pools on the main deck, right by the bar, and one of them has a slide that goes into it, I think, and that one might be a little bit deeper. But the other one is it's a glorified fucking hot tub. I mean, it's like, I don't know, maybe 15 feet long by 10 feet wide, and I don't think it gets deeper than maybe 3 feet.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like we could swim in the big one, which I was not happy about, but that's it. But plus I don't have really good paddling skills, so.
Paddling.
Pat, what are you, a dog?
Can you not swim, Nate?
No, I'm not. I'm not a really good swimmer.
Well, there's a difference between not being a good swimmer and being able to swim at all. Can you swim at all?
No.
No. All right. Can't swim.
We're going to get Nate one of
Can you
those.
tread water?
I can only paddle my arms. That's about it.
Yeah, see, so you
You
can.
want me to bring you? I got some floaties for my kids.
I don't know. I don't even know if those will fit on Nate.
Yeah, you can.
he'll need 4 pair of them.
Yeah, he looked like the fucking Michelin Man out there with floaties all up and down his arms.
That's what I was going to say. We could put one of those little ducks that go around your waist, on Nate too, and have those little orange floaties on his arm.
So you can swim, you just can't swim good. Okay.
Yeah, but
No, he said he can't swim.
Float
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
well, I can't float either.
Can't float. I mean, you're a human. You can float.
Yeah.
No, I can't float. It's hard for me.
Yeah, you float, Nate. I mean, you've got big lungs, so you float.
No, I do not have big lungs.
What?
Wait, don't throw me into this. I know nothing about your lungs.
Nate, you got small lungs?
Yeah. Tell us everything you know about Nate's anatomy. There.
Exactly.
Okay. And one of his TS shows, I'll try to explain for him.
Oh, that's right. We had Nate try to hold his breath as long as he could, and it was only like 4 seconds. He was like,
Yeah.
Oh, so he does have small lungs. He's right.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I might drown. I don't know.
Or he
I
just
don't
wasn't
know.
applying himself.
Yeah, Yeah, I think that's it. I think Nate just wasn't applying himself.
Something tells me when he sees some women swimming in that pool, he's going to forget that he can't swim.
Yeah, that's how I did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, that's actually good, Nate, because then those women can save you,
Yeah.
and you have the whole Florence Nightingale effect.
Yeah, you get the what's that? The Sandlot.
Sandlot.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that on my last cruise.
That kid tends to drown.
Yeah, Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
no. She's old.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she's old now, but yeah.
But yeah,
She wasn't in.
Nope.
no. But yeah, I think who can and I know I bring on some weird competitions, but I don't care. What about like who can slide down the slides the fastest?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Don't know. Okay. I mean, like the rules for that is probably to stopwatch the time. I don't know.
Last time I went down a slide, I guess it was made for people of smaller weight and size.
You got stuck on it, didn't you?
It was for
No, it was horrible. All these people, and Volusia can probably understand this, but a lot of things in Asia are smaller.
Yes.
I went down this slide and I came to the bottom of it, and I guess, all these other people were doing it, but it wasn't deep enough for me. And my eye hit my ass on the bottom of that pool so hard. And 2 days later, I had to sit for like 34 hours on an airplane. And it was the most miserable experience of my life.
Were you sitting on one of those hemorrhoid pillows?
If I needed one, no. I was like walking around the airplane. I was laying in the aisle.
My wife
for a
did
while.
the same thing and broke her fucking tailbone years
Oh, that's
ago.
painful there.
Oh, it was,
But now she's got nerve problems because she never went to the doctor over it.
Oh.
I don't think there's anything you can do about a broken tailbone.
Well, what's more painful?
Well,
really,
here's
man.
my thing. Why do we still have tailbones? We don't have tails anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point.
One of the many things we have we don't need. Appendices.
I mean, we have an ass without.
I'm
we
got
should have
it.
an ass without a tail.
I mean, you've got to have a butt bone, I guess. But yeah.
Well, the hell is that?
Oh,
Yeah, we don't need tailbones.
I'm in a steel mill, Nate.
Oh,
sounds like there's an emergency going on there.
I know. It's at the Denver airport.
Denver Airport.
The Chernobyl steel mill. What the fuck?
But yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of pissy though. I couldn't find a direct flight from Memphis to Orlando. All of them had a layover.
So you're not. Where did you have to stop somewhere?
Yeah, either Atlanta or I think the other layover was Charleston.
Oh,
Okay.
you'd rather go through Charleston than Atlanta, trust me.
Well, the layover in Atlanta, according to the Google machine, was only 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it might take you 45 minutes to get from one gate to the next in Atlanta, though. In Charleston, you'll walk out of your gate and walk right over to the net. There's only 2 terminals in there.
Yep.
There's an A and a B terminal. Yeah, tiny.
Well, I mean, if the layover is 45 minutes, that says to me you don't even necessarily have to get off. You just have more people getting on.
No, it's probably switch airplanes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never
Well, I haven't
land
flown
and
commercially in
yeah,
over 20 years, so
yeah, you'll be switching flights. 45 minutes can be really stressful.
Yeah.
Especially in Atlanta, yeah.
You gotta run. You gotta book it. Yeah, you gotta book it.
maybe I do need to come in the day before. I wasn't planning on it.
I mean, we'll probably drive down the morning before just to be on the safe side.
How far of a drive is it for you?
Only probably about the same as you, about 7 hours.
Yeah, I think ours is 7.5. Well, I know we're 6 hours from Orlando. So however far past Orlando that's it.
Yeah, but the last thing you want to do is leave at, what time you got to be on the boat, probably by noon or, something like that.
It's 3 o'clock, yeah.
No, that's when it leaves. Like you're gonna have to already be like.
No, I thought it said boarding at 3 o'clock.
No, if I'm not mistaken, the cruise leaves at 3.
Just leave at 5 in the morning. Yeah.
Wait, Pete, so you're driving from Charleston to Canaveral?
Yeah.
Well, then you don't need to go to Orlando. You just go straight down 95.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that goes through Orlando.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, 95 does not go through Orlando.
No, 95, if you want to go to Orlando, you switch to I-4 in Daytona, but you won't do that. You'll just keep going straight down 95. It's going to be the same distance to Orlando as it is to Canaveral for you.
Oh, okay. So about 6 hours then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was like 13 and a half hours for me, so I was like, fuck it, I'll fly. Which doesn't really, in this instance, it doesn't make a shit either way, because I can't carry a gun on the ship, so.
Yeah.
I'll bring you a slingshot.
That's my whole reason for not. Well, and actually, what's going to fuck me up? It's just habit at this point that I always have a pocket knife in my pocket. Like I don't even think about it.
You're going to need to go through all your stuff and make sure you don't have anything like that before you get to the airport.
Yeah, make sure you do that. Okay.
Actually, I did plan on fucking with TSA a little bit just because I feel like it. And I was going to rub some of my shit on some Tannerite.
Now you're just asking to get held up.
Don't do it, Slim. Don't do it.
I need to get.
Like, why are your clothes testing positive for a binary explosive? Well, what had happened was I don't want to go to Los Angeles.
Yeah, are you trying to get put back on the no-fly list?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Maybe.
Now you can fly with a gun, but you can't take one on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
I mean, you can check it in your baggage, but you can't.
Right, it has to be.
Yeah. Motherfuckers lose my baggage, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I'll tell you what, Slim. Maybe we can work something out to where, and we'll look into this. Maybe we can work something out to where we pick you up at the airport the day before that morning or something like that, and then we all go check into a hotel, and then because we're driving, so maybe we could pick you up the day before.
Yeah.
And then all of us drive to the port.
I mean, I've still got to work it out with the babysitter still because we're having to pay the babysitter to watch the kids.
Right. We got time, time to figure it out. But
this is going to be an expensive trip for Slim. He's got to pay for a plane ticket, the cruise ticket, a hotel, and the babysitter.
That's a long.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't planning on the hotel. I was planning on flying in that morning. But I just got told that that's probably not my best idea ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
The hell?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, this still probably won't be any more expensive than going to Panama City still.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guarantee I was over $2,000 into that trip.
Yeah.
By the time it was all said and done.
I'm not saying it is, but if you combine the cruise and the flight and the hotel, maybe, but not really as, like you said, not as pricey as Panama City. But yeah. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to say cruise and the hotel or flights or combined is,
Hey, listen, I don't really care. I ain't had a vacation in 3 years.
Right.
Outside of the Slav Olympics, so whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying, but yeah, hey Vic, were you surprised that I got revived by Uncle Lou, for the talent show?
Oh, I wanted to ask you, fools, the guy that you had on when I came on, Controversial Cruising, that guy.
Yeah.
He said on that show that he was going to come on the cruise with us. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, he says he's coming.
Awesome.
He's planning on coming. He goes on like 5-6 cruises a year. So yeah, like, I'm there.
Who is?
Controversial Cruising.
Oh,
TS's friend.
oh yeah, controversial cruise.
He says he's going to win the Slav Olympics too. So.
Oh, he's going to compete. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not going to keep him out of it. He's going to be all about it.
Well, anybody that cruises 5 times a year is definitely a slob, so he'll fit right in.
Yeah, it is a Slavish activity as they go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Nate, I guess Lou wants to hear you read more words. So.
I did. I did.
What's going on in the chat? Has Uncle Lou had a stroke or something? What the fuck's going on?
I don't know.
But
anyways,
I can't see the chat.
He's trolling the Tennessee man is what he's doing.
Yeah.
No, I recorded myself for my second video. I think it's better than the first one, but although that's not really the case usually, but hopefully it is. These are more like longer hard words, but I'm not gonna say what they are. But I'm just gonna say they're longer.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have to go back and watch those. So what are you doing? Reading stuff, Nate?
He's pronouncing words.
Oh, cool.
My worst enemy. Yes.
How many takes did it get you to get all those words right? I mean, I know it wasn't your first try.
What, the first one?
Yeah.
I guess the third round. Where I did,
3 times.
yeah. What word did I make you laugh? What, like the?
Honestly, Nate, I don't remember what words you read. So.
Oh. Wow.
Wait, so this is on your channel, Nate? You have a video where you're pronouncing words.
Well, it's unlisted. You have to go back on
It's on Uncle Lou's channel, the second channel.
Yeah, and it was on from last Monday, I think, or was it this Monday? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I said one of them said circulium. I don't know, something like that, but I said circlecom. I said the correct word. Yeah. And
yeah, I have no idea what you just said, Nate. I'm just gonna be honest with you, but
Yeah, no, I didn't catch that either.
yeah.
and
It's curriculum.
Oh, I thought it was circle.
Curriculum?
Curriculum.
Yeah, I did curriculum. I call it circle com.
Circlecom, yeah, that sounds about right.
Circlecom, right? Yeah. Can we define? Who wants to define circlecom?
Yeah, no, thank you.
And is it pronounced better?
Something he found on the site.
No.
Yeah.
Is
like
it
Bukkake? Never. I never. Okay, whatever. Go ahead.
Is this a word pronounced deter or deter? D-E-T-E-R.
Deter.
Deter.
Deeter or deader.
You're gonna win, Nate. You're gonna win.
Yeah, you're gonna win.
Yeah, I said deter. I was thinking of Derek Jeter, but so that's why that's why I said Dieter, because it looks like Jeter.
Yes.
So
English is harder than it looks. That is true.
yeah, imagine me pronouncing Spanish.
You should do that as your second video. Pronounce Spanish words.
Oh, I can.
I told him to pronounce. I told him he needs to try and pronounce football players' names.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, you can do some.
On that.
Yeah, like I want to see him try and pronounce "I'm about to leave you" from Tennessee.
Maliava.
I mean, I already sent in my video, so hopefully I get to the third round.
I need to get to the finals, maybe.
No, I can't pronounce half the football players' names, so Nate definitely can't.
And Nico Iamaliava.
Well, I know what Kool-Aid is. I don't know. That's easy.
Kool-Aid isn't his real name though.
It's DJ Uiagalale.
Hey Slim, Slim, check this out. So I'm looking at some of these things right here, and there's all these like, okay, here's a place. It would cost us $180 to rent this place for a day. And there's all these like trailers and stuff like that on the beach, you know, that people rent out, like Seahorse going on a cruise, steps to the beach. It's like 5 minutes from the port. And it goes through and shows the pictures. You're right on the beach and these things. And it even shows that it has a fitness center. And what the fitness center is a bunch of drunk people sitting in lawn chairs on the beach.
Fitness center. What is it, like bungalows?
I mean, that's not bad, especially just splitting it between.
That's what I'm saying.
Both of us, $90 each. That ain't bad at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe we could pick y'all up from the airport that morning, and we go check into some place right next to the, and
the fitness center, fitness whole burger in their mouth.
Right, I love it. It's like it even says, the fitness center, and it shows the picture, and it's a bunch of people, girls in bikinis and fat guys sitting on the beach in lawn chairs drinking.
Fitness beer down my gullet, dude. It's like that.
I can be the next fat guy sitting on the beach drinking.
Yeah, 12-ounce curls.
Exactly.
Right.
16 ounce. I've moved on up to 16 ounce. I'm taking this seriously.
That's got to be the most unused room on a cruise ship. Don't they have a gym there?
I think so.
Yeah, if you go on a 2 or 3 day cruise and you spend 10 minutes in the gym, you're a fucking psychopath.
Wow. That's called a gymnast right there.
That's insane.
Yeah. I'm there to not be on a diet.
I know that most cruise ships, they have like a track on the outside of it, and you can run around it. And it's always only like women, mainly.
Right. And that'll be perfect for a slob event, though.
There's a track. Yeah, that's good. That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
For what? Like how long you can run?
Do 100 meters.
Instead of the 40-yard dash, You can see who can make a full lap around the ship the fastest.
Yeah, there you go. That might take a while though.
Yeah, let's do 100 meter.
But you have to
It is
skip.
what it is.
You have to skip.
You got to speed walk.
Yeah,
Or run backwards.
Oh, there
I
we
can
go.
do that.
I'll be plowing over old grandmas and shit. Don't do that.
You've already fallen and cracked some ribs once. You really want to go down this route again?
I can run backwards better than forwards though.
We could do a crawl.
Something about
Who
that
has to
just
crawl?
surprised me.
No, a crab walk. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the watermelon crawl.
The 40-yard crawl, that might be interesting.
Right, yeah, I'm not crawling.
Yeah, we know that.
You know, Vic, you're not being a team player.
Can you imagine all of us crawling and Vic's like running over our hands and shit, like plowing right through the
That's
center
exactly
of us?
what would happen.
Well, if we run
We'd
backwards,
be like, fuck all y'all.
that hover round's got reverse on it. He could do that backwards.
Yeah.
I know. It'd be like something out of Mad Max, you know. Vic's just plowing through us, you know. He's like,
Damn, man. Yeah, I did say the who can, you know, run the fastest ones, but no one really liked it. But hey,
We've already done that, Nate. We've done it almost every time.
no, like on a track, like actual track, you go around the track. That's what I meant.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I meant, but not the 4-yard dash. So, but yeah. Anyways, now I did see what Lou predicted for Michigan. I'm not really mad. I'm kind of in the same boat with what he said about Michigan.
Nate, do you just let every random thought that crosses your
He
mind
does.
spill out of your mouth?
Yeah.
I just talk random shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we went from track running to Michigan's record. Nobody cares about Michigan's record.
Oh, and neither did Clemson. But anyways,
man, are you going to recover from that, Pete?
No, never.
Emotional
Damage.
Well, from the looks of it, they're not going to recover from Dabo Sweeney's stupidity either.
Yeah.
here we go. But anyway, so yeah, Chris is going to be awesome. And that, yeah.
Is anybody planning any excursions in the Bahamas?
I hope so.
Yeah, to the closest bar.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I wouldn't mind going.
I've looked into some of them, and unless I can get in touch with somebody who has like a real excursion, but all the ones they're like, oh, suitable for, you know, like the diving ones or the, you know, the snorkeling or the blah. It's like suitable for ages 8 to 7. I'm like, if an 8-year-old can go, I'm not doing it because it's just not going to be any fun.
I mean, snorkeling would still be fine though.
If it's like a
Like
little bit of a challenge or something. I mean, I'm not going on I'm not paying $150 to go swim with an angelfish. I mean, if
You're not doing the Mickey Mouse shit. You want to actually enjoy it.
Swim with the pigs.
and I ain't doing that either. I ain't swimming in pig shit.
I'm not swimming with pigs. That's shark bait. Hell,
Well, see, that's what I would want. I would want to swim. Like if they had a shark thing or something like that, I would do that.
Well,
Not
go
the
swim
one
with the
where you
pigs
just
then.
sit there with- nah, it's like-
I mean,
Pigs, swim with dolphins.
They
Listen,
do have
I'm looking for a bar and a piece of sand to plant my ass in.
Yeah, that's more my speed. Dude.
yeah, there's plenty of those. That's what we did when we were in the Bahamas last time. We went and found some tiki bar on the beach and just hung out there for 8 hours. It was good.
Yeah, that's my plan, dude. I haven't been without kids for 7 years. By the time we get to this trip, it'll be 8 years.
Yeah, just find a seat and drink a bunch of rum, dude.
I'm up for anything. Here's what I don't want. I don't want some 6-hour excursion where my whole day is taken up on doing something. If it's like
You want to have something you can do in an hour, at maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, we did one where it like took us around town and then took us to this tequila place. But we still had like 3 or 4 hours left, and we chilled on a beach after that.
Tennessee man wants to know, why is he subscribed here? I don't know. You have to ask yourself that.
Because
I don't know what's going on over there in chat. It's a little bit off the rails.
Well, if he's a Tennessee man, it means he probably couldn't read, and he was looking for some.
Oh yeah, kind of like me.
Some other site on YouTube, and
He
accidentally
just saw
ended
the
up here.
orange and assumed you were a Tennessee fan.
Yeah, that's true. So, if the cruise has like an ATV,
ATVs,
excursion. Some do, I think. But anyways, I'm doing that if they have that for excursions.
Oh, we've been over this. I don't know if you should be driving an ATV around.
I've done before.
You know, cruise ships used to have skeet shooting on them, but I don't think they do anymore.
I think they still have the thing where you can hit golf balls off of it, off the back of the ship. Maybe that could be an event. Hit the golf ball.
I don't think they do, but
well, we need some kind of target. We need like some of those environmentalist fucks following behind us.
Let's launch golf balls at them.
Wait, did you say Volusia was coming?
I don't know yet.
He's thinking about it.
Come on, Volusia, come. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we can just launch golf balls at a commie fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Roll Tide says parasailing.
As you, dude. So it'll be a shit show.
I'm not doing parasailing. I got no interest in that.
Yeah, dude, parasailing's awesome. It's fun.
Yeah.
I ain't got no interest in it.
It's cool as fuck.
Yeah, I didn't really have interest in parasailing, even if I was doing it.
That would be
good. In my luck, the fucking rope would break, and I'd fucking sail off into international airspace. Next thing you know, fucking Cuba's launching jets or something.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like parasailing. That's basically what you said.
No, it's super fun. I enjoyed it, and it's fun.
Yeah, but we're going to be awfully close to Cuba. Now there's a bunch of Russian destroyers over there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
One thing I'm not doing is going to that resort. Atlantis, yeah.
Well,
Shit, no, that's like, what, $300 a person or something?
Yeah. It's,
good Lord.
I know they have some like big aquarium in there, but I don't care about that.
No, he doesn't like zoos.
Well, I don't care about it. Aquariums aren't zoos.
The excursions right now. One that does look kind of fun, though, is this one. It's called Junkanoo Party Bus Extravaganza.
Oh, party bus. Sign me up for that.
Yeah, they put you
I
on
might
this.
be able to get down with a party bus.
And it's only like $60 a person or something.
Oh.
And it says I guess it's sightsee Nassau, rum tasting at Fort Charlotte. So they take you to a fort and you go rum tasting and tropical tunes and beachside soiree where they have music and you hang out at a beach and dance in beach games, live DJ, a mixologist, and then you go to conch tasting and Junkanoo Rush.
The question is, do you have to pay for drinks on top of the 60 or is that included with it?
It says once included. A welcome rum punch, and then rum tasting, sample 3 locally distilled rum flavors, and free admission to the fort, and then Sky Juice. I don't know what
Sky Juice,
but I imagine it probably gets you fucked up.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I mean, I can get down with what I'm hearing so far.
I like this. This is good. So far, Sky Juice, rum punch, and 3 different types of rum tasting.
Yeah.
But he said there's a mixologist. There are words in English language I hate more than mixologist.
Yeah, it's a bartender.
Right, exactly. Pretentious ass way to say fucking a mixologist.
A glorified drunk.
That's like Subway employees are called sandwich artists now.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sandwich artist.
Stupid mixologist.
Hell, I'm a mixologist. Mix drinks all the time. Pretty good at it too. That sounds promising.
Reviews are all either 5 stars or 1 star. So it's like,
damn.
Like, I've noticed that when I looked at the excursions, like all of them they were like 5-star or 1-star.
If it's 1 star, it's probably some old couple that got stuck on a party bus with a bunch of 20-year-olds and just got annoyed with it.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Did y'all say rum?
Yeah. Vic's going on that.
Yeah, we piqued Vic's interest.
Yeah, see, like, here's the 1 star. Not what I expected. They took us to a beach for about 2 hours, and they had no chairs or umbrellas.
Damn.
So,
Those bastards.
Bring a towel. Lay down on the towel.
right?
And tan.
Oh, and it also says the bus driver was drinking while driving.
Well, that I mean,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
hey, you know what's funny though? That, when we were in the Bahamas, the first thing we did when we get off the ship is we called a taxi, but we had like 8 of us. So it was a van, and we as soon as we got in there, the taxi driver offered us weed. He's like, "Y'all want some weed?" One of the guys with us was like, "No, we already got some. Can we smoke it in here?" He's like, "Yeah, go ahead." So that doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh, shit.
I'll do the party bus thing. I'm down for that.
I'm gonna. My vote is we talk to my buddy Scott and see what he says. Just to be honest, he's been there like 4 or 5 times, so I think he'll let us know what's worthwhile and what not.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of said most of them are a waste of your time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in the chat. Uncle Lou just hid himself, which I didn't even know you could do that.
How the hell do you do that?
You can hide yourself.
He did.
So what? So he can talk to himself? What's the?
I don't know.
Are you sure it isn't the real Uncle Lou hiding a fake Uncle Lou account?
It says the Uncle Lou was hidden by the Uncle Lou. I don't know. Oh, Tennessee man changed his name. Okay.
Yeah, so it was an imposter. Yeah.
Is a doppelganger? No, just kidding.
Imposter. Yep.
So I thought Sea Dog said he was going to join this.
He did. He said he was going to try to. He said he had something to show us, and he got me all excited about it, but he's not here.
Because he's still.
Is Sea-Dog coming on the cruise?
Well, that's kind of what I was waiting around for, because Sea Dog has not booked his cruise yet, and we have to talk to Sea Dog about this.
Sea-Dog.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I know he was trying to straighten things out with his entourage, because I mean it's hard to when you're bringing that many people along. It takes some planning for a cruise.
Well, I don't know. He should be able to book his and his wife's room, and his friends. That's up to them to book theirs, right? I mean, why is he responsible for what they're doing?
He's not. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. When you travel, they're probably looking into some suite or something like that. They're all going to stay in some, fancy, elegant suite.
He did say he was coming, though, because he said his brother was coming, his wife was coming, another one of his friends. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them coming. Oh.
Yeah, usually there's like, 7, like total people of Sea Dogs.
What about Rec Talk? Has he booked a room yet?
I don't know, but he needs to.
That'll be a bummer if he doesn't.
Yeah.
I
get it. It's like the last Slav Olympics. He was changing jobs and moving right at that time, so I get it.
Yeah, but
it's bad timing.
Since it's only really one weekday, I don't know if maybe he does work weekends. I don't know, but he should only have to take one day off of work.
He's put this out there, so I'm not putting his business in the street, but he works remotely.
Yeah. So he could technically work on the ship if he needed to.
He could.
Yeah.
Although that ship that I was on, like even the Wi-Fi that you had to pay for what I heard, was pretty shitty.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, I'm not paying for no Wi-Fi on a freaking ship.
No.
Well, I kind of had to, because as much as I look forward to being without kids, my wife still kind of freaks the fuck out.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's going to want to talk to the kids every day.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, fuck it. They'll be all right without me for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, look at this. If you want an Atlantis day pass, it's $224 a person.
And what does that include?
Just entry to Atlantis.
See, that's silly.
Now, here is one that might be okay. It's snorkel sunken sculptures.
What?
But it says no minimum age, so that means it's like, age is. Yeah, no, I ain't paying that.
They've got to have ones that are all, just for adults. You would think.
I don't know.
Everyone I see.
Didn't we look at one? I remember unlimited rum punch being in the somewhere in the description.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not going on a 6-hour snorkeling excursion. I'm not doing that.
No, not unless it's like minimum age 18. Then I would go. But I mean, all these are like minimum age 8 years old. Like I wouldn't mind, like if there was a cool catamaran that you could go out on that fed you rum punch and took you to a cool reef to snorkel and there was cool stuff to see. That might be worth $100 a person.
Yeah, that's what we did in the Keys.
And what'd they do? They probably took you to Penny Camp or something like that.
Yeah, we did that.
I forget what it was. It was some coral reef. It was in Marathon Key is where we stayed. So,
Okay.
yeah, it was good. I mean, they fed us beer the whole time, and it was like an hour out to the spot and an hour back. It was a sunset cruise, so on the way back we got to see the sunset. It was nice, but I don't know if it was worth the money we paid or not.
You probably could have rented a boat and done it yourself. So can we rent a boat in Nassau?
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Did you see that story recently where the Texas A&M what they have some kind of like maritime, where they teach people, getting them ready to go into being like a national or Coast Guard or Navy or blah, blah. Do you see where they were out there and they came across that fishing boat with the 4 guys in it?
Yeah.
What?
Their boat had broke down and floated out to sea, and they'd been out there for 15 days and just so happened to cross paths with this boat, this Texas A&M big boat, that was out there doing their drills, and came across these 4 people who had been out there floating for 15 days, floating out to sea. That was crazy.
Damn.
Well, Lou, you can pay $200 to get into Atlantis, and they have a casino in there. I don't know why you do that, but
it's just I always want to go to Atlantis to just try it out, but if it's that expensive, probably not. But
it's a big place. I'll tell you that. The where the boat pulls up is right next to it, and it's a gigantic complex.
I believe it. I mean, it's humongous.
But I imagine it's filled with a bunch of 8 and 9-year-old kids running around.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At the time, I was 8 or something. I wanted to go. I wish I wanted to go, and I mean, we didn't have the money to go, but it looked fun when I was a little kid.
No, I'd like to go. Maybe if it was, $65 or something, I would do it, but I'm not paying $220. Yeah. Not a chance.
We went to we asked the taxi driver to take, because we wanted to eat before we, went drinking on the beach. And he took us to some local restaurant, some hole in the wall, but with the local food, it was good. And it wasn't expensive either. Because most of those tiki bars on the beach don't serve food. They just serve alcohol. So you got to eat sometime.
I actually, we all looked at the cruise already, but the one thing I noticed that intrigues me, they have like a dive-in movie.
Dive-in movie theater?
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah.
You watch a movie underwater? I mean, what?
Well, no, out by the pool, they've got a big movie screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to the Bahamas to watch a fucking movie.
No. Like, wow.
You're gonna go to the Bahamas to watch Finding Nemo in the pool.
That's a good one. You don't have to dive in the pool. You can watch it from a beach chair. Yeah, but
yeah, are you gonna get some Uber Eats Taco Bell delivered to you on the beach in the Bahamas, Nate?
Yeah, Taco Bell in the Bahamas.
I'm not. I'm not gonna
live that down, Nate.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, do they have taco?
Yeah, he's already done it.
Do they have
You stood right next to a taco truck and ordered.
But I'm not gonna do that. I already learned my lesson, and
I don't think you have.
Oh, I haven't. You can ask my mom.
Ask my mom.
I haven't ordered DoorDash like since last year.
Oh, good.
You realize I've never ordered DoorDash in my life, Nate.
Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's okay to order DoorDash, but not when there's
No, not really.
taco truck. I mean,
No, it really isn't. Don't be a lazy fuck. Go get your own food.
If I want to be a lazy fuck, I want to be a slob. So, I mean,
Nate? Can you start a countdown? It's 268 days till our cruise. So.
Yes, I would do that.
Okay, thanks.
68 days.
I mean, I am the official countdown.
268 days. Go on ahead and start that countdown.
Yeah, write that down, Nate.
Let's see.
You got K-Dog in the chat. Is K-Dog coming?
I have not.
He needs to bring the missus.
Yeah, he does, because I'd love to see a scrap between her and TK.
At TK, yeah.
It's just, I mean, like, throw a case of Xanax out there and a couple of broken bottles.
Damn.
Go.
Case of Xanax. We could go. How about fishing?
I'll go do that.
Go offshore fishing.
Yeah.
That's probably expensive though.
Oh, damn.
Probably.
Yeah, probably, and it would be one of those things. I don't think the boat gets there till 10 or something. I mean, yeah, you want to leave at 6:30 in the morning if you're going to do that.
Yeah. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, you probably just kind of, go around the city a little bit, check out what's going on, hit up a beach, and then park. Like Slim said, find a bar, park your ass on a stool, have some chit chat and some drinks, hang out.
Yeah,
right. Have lunch. Go eat.
Yeah, I mean, I'd want to get into the city and maybe find a decent, not like a nice restaurant, but like a good restaurant, like a hole in the wall place with some good local food, some seafood or whatever, and then kind of just you don't want to be too ambitious. You only got one day.
Yeah.
Right. And from what Scott was saying, it's like you get off and there's like this whole area that you're not even leaving the cruise area, I guess, but most people don't go past that. But then if you actually, go through the, leave there, then you're actually in the Bahamas and you can go find cheaper stuff and real stuff rather than.
If you're going to the Bahamas, go to the Bahamas. Don't stay in the little sanctioned cordon off white area. Like get into the fucking, come on.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Guaranteed we won't get lost. I promise you. Just follow me, guys. There is a reason we named ourselves Traveling Fools. Just follow me.
That's kind of my general plan is kind of attach myself to Fool's Hip and I'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll end up in some kind of trouble, lost in some alley, I promise you.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It'll be all right. I still got a few fights left in me, so fuck, I may not have a gun, but it is what it is.
I know Lou ain't got no interest in going fishing.
No, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all were talking about what time the ship leaves and when you board it and all that. It's like a plane. So you'll be assigned a boarding time. But 14 days before the cruise, you can go on the app and pick your own boarding time.
Oh.
So in the earlier times, of course, fill up first. So like if the ship leaves at 5, boarding will start at like 1. But you can't just show up at 1. It'll tell you when your boarding time is. It'll automatically assign you one if you don't go on there and pick one. But you can't pick one until 14 days before the cruise.
And then it's first come, first serve. Like you just pick, and I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you log in at midnight 14 days before the cruise, you'll be able to pick any boarding time you want in increments of 15 minutes. But the early ones will fill up. So if you don't pick a time, and the boat leaves at 5, your boarding time is going to be like 4:15.
Well,
now, as soon as you get on, can you start drinking or gambling or swimming or whatever?
Not gambling, but
you have to be in international waters before you can start gambling.
Yeah, drinking though. Yeah.
Else, though.
But they have like a sail away party, they call it. They'll have a band out by the pool, and all the restaurants and bars and everything will be open. You can't go to your room. It's usually like an hour or two before you're allowed to go to your room, but that's how the boarding works.
I know that once the final boarding happens, then they set a time for the safety instructions. And you have to all gather on the main deck, and they put a fucking life jacket on you and tell you which boat you're supposed to get into and all that shit.
Yeah, and that's done in groups too. So you'll be assigned like a letter or a number, like, and it'll say, okay, Group B. They'll make an announcement. Group B, go to wherever they tell you to go. You go there. Some idiot shows you how to work a life vest, and you don't have access to your room until after that.
Yeah,
some kind of a law. So, like, you'll have a key already, but like, even if you go to your room, your key won't work.
And don't they take your luggage and they put it in your room for you or something? Or
when you check in outside the boat in like the loading area, they take your luggage from you right then. You don't have until you have access to your room.
Everybody's shit.
Well, you go through just like the airport. They put it through an X-ray, and you go through a metal detector and all that shit.
Yeah. So when you get on the boat, all you have is what you're wearing, and maybe if you have like a book bag, or a woman would have a purse, or I would have a purse. But like all your luggage, it's like when you fly, and they have the checked luggage and then your carry-on. Like, you can take a carry-on with you, but your big suitcase, they're going to take that from you. You won't have access to that when you first get on the boat. They're going to put it in your room.
Yeah. And they don't let you on that boat until they've got your credit card number too. I know that.
I might bust out the fanny pack for this. Bring it.
Oh, damn, Slim in a fanny pack.
I mean, I've only been on the cruise the one time, but like, we were on the boat for a couple of hours before we ever had access to our room or anything. And like, it was all our first time cruising. So like, we were very unprepared. Like, we didn't have bathing suits, nothing.
I was going to say,
so
some
like,
people
swim.
Yeah, some people wear their bathing suits when they board so they can swim around and shit before they go to their room.
Right. Or at least wear it underneath whatever you're wearing.
Right.
Would be my suggestion. If you plan on wanting to get in the pool as soon as you get on the boat, because you won't have access to your suitcase for maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Well, that wasn't even an option, because the cruise I went on was much like the one you talked about. That pool was so small and it was never not full.
Yeah. Well, this boat at least has 2. Now, I'm sure they'll still be really crowded, but at least this boat we're going on has 2 pools. The boat I went on only had 1 pool, and it was useless. Like, half the time you couldn't have got in it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It literally was no room.
Right.
This one has 2, so it should be a little bit better. And then there's the adults only area, but I think it only has hot tub, not a pool.
Yeah.
On this boat.
Right.
So.
Oh, well, I know.
Like, if you want to get up at 8 in the morning, you probably can have some space in the pool. If you go out there at 2 in the afternoon, there's going to be 500 kids in it.
Yeah, something tells me.
Is the pool open 24 hours a day?
I don't think so, no.
No. They drain it every night and refill it with ocean water.
Yeah. Which is a good idea.
We can skateboard. That's what you're saying.
I know. I won't be up at 8 o'clock if I'm up till 2 o'clock gambling. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the casino, I think, stays open till 3 or 4, something like that.
I think they.
Like noon.
Yeah, the controversial cruising guy said it depends on the volume. So if there's not that many people in there gambling, they'll close it down at 2. But if there's a bunch of people in there, they might stay up until 3 or 4.
Okay.
So. And I think the same is true for there's like a nightclub in there with the karaoke and that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There'll probably be 3 or 4 bars spread out around that ship. Usually they'll have like kind of a more formal one, like maybe like a piano bar type of thing. And then they'll have like a nightclub, like maybe a DJ with dancing. And then they'll, like you mentioned, karaoke. They'll have like 3 or 4 different like bars or whatever. They each have their own theme.
Yeah.
Remember that video we watched about that cruise ship on the morning show that day? They had like a specific teenagers only nightclub, so
yeah,
Nate, you got to stay the hell away from it.
Yeah, Nate.
Yeah.
Oh, Nate's not in here.
Yeah, the only time I've ever been on a cruise, I was like 11 or 12. And I remember running around with the other kids and going to the teenagers club and all this kind of shit and getting up all into all sorts of mischief. It's fun.
So you haven't been
when
since
we went. My kids were like maybe 10 and 12.
Yeah.
And we just let them run around. And we didn't follow them around. They did their own thing. You know, they had a little water slide park at the end of the boat, and they had like a basketball goal and putt and all that. And the kids just ran around and did their own thing. We sat by the pool all day.
Did you go on a Carnival cruise or what was it?
Yeah, it was Carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a good time.
Yeah.
The food isn't great outside of the formal dinner that they offer every night. That's really good food. That's like a 5-star dining experience. The other food, like the 24-hour stuff, is just kind of, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not.
It's cafeteria food.
Right. They'll have a grill and a guy cooking hot dogs and hamburgers, and then they'll have like a pizza thing where, you basically just tell them what you want, and they give you a couple pieces of pizza, and they have like a sandwich shop, taco bar usually, stuff like that. And that's like open almost all day long off that.
I know the pizza's 24 hours a day.
Yeah. They always have at least one thing that's 24 hours a day, usually. I think it was the pizza place. And they have like soft serve ice cream machines. Like, remember how they used to have it like the old buffets, like Ryan's buffet?
Yeah.
Old soft, they have those. A couple of places on the ship. They even have self-serve. They have self-serve beer on tap if you don't want to wait in line at the bartender. But it's not. Somehow you pay. You scan your card or whatever.
Yeah, it's all done through your room key, or at least that was when I went.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need no self-serve beer. That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, well, they have it. All you got to do is scan your room key. It's that easy. And then you get the bill at the end. Because there's no cash on the boat. Everything is charged. You have to have a credit card. So everybody, or a debit card, but they're gonna have a card number, and everything you do on that boat is just gonna be added to a bill. And then when you check out, they're gonna.
Yeah, and you can track it on. There's a TV in your room, and there's like a thing where you log in, and it tells you what your balance is and where you spend it. So the Kaleidoscope, for everybody who doesn't know, is the name of the casino. So if you see a bunch of charges from the Kaleidoscope on your TV, that's where you spend it at.
If you wake up in the morning and your TV's depressing, then,
Mrs. Peete tells a story all the time. We were on the ship, and I was checking the balance on the TV, and I go, "What the fuck? You spent $200 at the Kaleidoscope? What's that?" She goes, "That was you, dummy. It's the casino."
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So is everybody booking the drink package or what? What's going on here?
I haven't decided because we don't get on the boat the first day till 3-4 o'clock, let's say, something like that. So, I mean, how much are you going to drink? The second day, you're not on the boat. You're off the boat all day long. And then it's just that one day, really, where you're on the boat the whole time. So, I don't know.
See, my problem is like Mrs. Fools doesn't, she'll have one drink too, but then she's drunk, and that's it. So she doesn't really drink.
And you can drink her drinks
in her life. Well, I don't know that I can drink 30. I mean, I know I can, but I don't know that I don't want to. You know what I mean? It's like, do I want to pay? I don't know. I'm trying to do the math in my head.
You can't split it up. Everybody in the room has to get it, or nobody in the room has to get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're going to get it, you have to get it with her too.
Right.
Exactly. So it's going to cost twice as much. And I don't know if I'll drink that much. Plus, I mean, I know we're going to get at least one, cocktail party. And granted, that's only an hour, but surely to God, we can pound 4 or 5 beers in an hour. Get our money's worth out of that.
I'm definitely getting the drink package. Yeah.
4 or 5 in an hour. Try 4 or 5 6-packs in an hour.
Right.
All I know is I didn't get it the last time, and I regretted it. So
I mean, the good thing about getting it is it becomes a fixed cost then. So like, it's not something that you have to worry when you get off the boat. Oh shit, how much did I spend on drinks? You've already paid.
Exactly.
It's like a fixed. It's not a surprise at the end.
I didn't get it on my last one, and I ended up spending about the same as if I would have gotten it.
Yeah. And
Well,
as
and it
far as
also-
the 15 drink limit goes, I mean, come on, there's a million ways around. Like Traveling Fool's wife doesn't drink. So if she goes and buys one drink, okay, she can go buy somebody else 5
Right.
more.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And you are allowed to bring, I mean, you are, I don't know how many wine people, but you are like each passenger is allowed to bring a bottle of wine on a boat too. So
Yeah.
that's,
Well, and there's also a liquor store on the boat.
yeah, but you can't drink.
You
that
can't drink
because-
it. They take it and they give it to you when you get off the ship.
Yeah.
Like a duty-free type of thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guarantee I'm going to be getting on this boat with 2 bottles of Strawberry Hill.
And for all
There'll
the
be 2 bottles of Boone's Farm coming on that we're going to pass around.
no, I don't know.
And you can go on Amazon and buy all the empty shampoo bottles you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we
Well,
did.
that's what Rooster and Miss Tori were talking about the other day. Like they're going to empty out water bottles and fill them up with vodka.
Yeah, there's tutorials all over the internet to show you how to get the liquor on the boat.
Yeah,
And the worst thing that happens is they take it. They're not going to throw you in jail for trying to sneak liquor on a boat. I mean, it's you're going to get to your room, you're going to open your suitcase, and maybe all your shampoo bottles are gone. That's the worst thing that'll happen.
Huh.
They're just going to take it. Like they don't have to do anything to you. They're going to take it if they find it, but that's all they're going to do.
I know there's a bunch of people that are going to think about bringing weed on. The controversial cruising guy said don't do it, but I still think I have a good idea for some of the weed people. Get some gummies and just get one of those vitamin bottles that are gummies and just replace that with that.
Yeah.
I mean, how are they going to know? I mean, what are they going to eat one and find out if it's...
I mean, listen, they might question why a 45-year-old man has got some Flintstone gummy vitamins.
Tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes good.
True.
Get one for 50 and older, then they won't know.
Yeah, you have to use a Centrum Silver.
Centrum Silver.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
I'm not taking weed anyway. I don't care about that.
Yeah, right.
No, but if somebody else has a gummy, I'll eat it. But I'll leave that on you.
TK says I can't be on a boat without weed. Well, I believe you.
I have no doubts of that whatsoever.
We did that. We rolled up some weed in a bag, a Ziploc bag, and shoved it down in a shampoo bottle, and it went. And it worked.
Yeah.
So
I mean, think about all the people that are getting on those boats. They are not opening up every shampoo bottle to see if it's actually shampoo in there.
yeah,
Right.
I mean, come on. I don't know how sophisticated x-ray machines are. If you have a shampoo bottle wrapped up in a towel inside of your suitcase, and inside of that shampoo bottle, there's a Ziploc bag with weed in it, does the scanner pick that up? I doubt it. I mean, I don't know, but I doubt it.
TK says she's not going now.
I'm pretty sure we all knew that.
She says you wouldn't go without liquor. Yeah, but we're allowed to have liquor on there.
I won the bet.
Oh. There'll be some people with weed on there. Don't worry. You'll be
Has
fine.
Saloon Dribble booked his room?
Not that I've seen. I mean, I get an email every time somebody books.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen.
And you know his real name, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So you
haven't
would
seen his. Yeah, I haven't seen his name come up. I've seen there's 3 or 4 people. I'm not sure who they are. Which, like I said, I'm not going to say their name.
Yeah.
But I have a good guess as to who they are, but I'm not exactly sure because you have, Vols fan 72986.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
the
yeah.
hell knows who that is? But I have a pretty good idea who the people are.
Yeah.
Celine's not coming.
I know
think so,
something that I guess we're going to have to figure out is, because I told them I didn't know when I booked mine, is what time we're all going to dinner.
Well, you get to choose.
Yeah, and I think we do have a little more, if I'm not mistaken, a little more leeway, like through the group package, to where we can kind of talk to them about that. Like I can call them up and talk to them about all that kind of stuff and try to organize a little bit that kind of stuff as it comes closer. Because I still have to pick like our perks. Obviously, we're going to do the cocktail party. If we get
What I
enough
think the
people
best
book,
thing to do for the dinner time, I think there's 2 times to choose from. I think you should pick a time, and we should just tell everybody this is when we're eating.
Yeah.
Right.
And if they choose not to, that's fine. But I would just pick either the 7 or the 9 or the 5 or the 7 or whatever it is, and go ahead and just tell the cruise people that's the time we're eating at, and then let everybody know whatever time that is.
Yeah.
Right. Like maybe just say, hey, we're having dinner at 7 o'clock every night. Just be there.
And if they want a different time, then they can get it at a different time.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a nice idea to like call everybody and try to come to some kind of consensus, but that's just not going to happen with 30-something people.
Yeah, that sounds like a horrible idea.
Right.
It's not. I'm not doing it. Somebody else can do that shit.
Yeah.
But like, here's the deal. If we get enough, like if we can get a few more bookings, then we'll get more points. Like right now we're at like 3 points for our, blah, blah, blah. If we can get up to 4 points, then we can have 2 cocktail parties, which would be really cool and would help it out. Right now we only have enough to get 1 cocktail party and then like some bullshit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we can get more bookings, then we'll get another point, and then we can have like 2 days. We'll have a cocktail party that we get, unlimited drinks for an hour.
So what is that? Like some meeting room or something they have, and we all get to go into that room and hang out for an hour or whatever?
There's an interior bar, like you said, it's sort of like the upscale bar. I know on this ship, because we went in it. That's probably where it's going to be. I don't know where else they would have it.
What it is, if we had a larger group, we would get our own, but because of the size of our group, what they'll do is combine us with another group. So they set the time on that. And obviously I don't think they're going to do it at 8 a.m, but they're going to tell us like, hey, your cocktail party is going to be at 5 o'clock.
It'll probably end up being before dinner, like at happy hour time. Yeah.
I would guess that would be, I'd rather it be at 9 o'clock at night. That would be cool. But I think it's up to them when they do it. But if we can get people booked, and we're going to get 2 of those, and that might alter the fact of whether or not it's worthwhile to book the drink package.
Well, how many more people do you need to book to get the extra point?
I'm not exactly sure. I mean, probably like 10 more rooms or something, so I don't know that we'll hit that. But I don't know. Sea-Dog hasn't booked yet. I don't know if Colby's going to book. We don't have a Law Tide booked. We don't have
Colby's not going.
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I said too.
He's already said he's not going.
Yeah.
He wants to, but well,
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Colby.
He is floating away on the.
He's starting off on a bad foot already.
He's in for a rude awakening.
What about BVD? Is there no chance in hell of that, right?
I kind of thought maybe him and Law Tide would get together and go, but I haven't heard that they are.
Dick Simon says,
what about Brett?
Dick, you should go. Go ahead and book it, man. You can get your money back if you choose not to go. Book it now.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Brett either, so I'll have to get with him probably on getting that trophy sometime after the first of the year.
Well, I'll call Brett tonight or something. What about like who else? Like Nick D? He hasn't booked yet. We've got I mean, there's some people that come to a lot of these things. Somebody said that what's his name? The South Carolina guy.
Jackpot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard Jackpot is going.
I thought he already booked his room.
He might have that. He might be one of the people whose real names I'm not sure of. You know what I mean?
Well, he tells everybody his real name. It's
Kale
Hall.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now if he booked.
Yeah, I'm about to say he does the Rob and Kale.
He said he did book it.
It might be booked in his spouse's name, Rob Sanders.
Now that's who we got to get to come is Rob.
I'd love to hang out with Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's booked yet or not. I could go through and look, but
I think Bobby Durkin's on a cruise ship would be funny as shit.
Oh God.
Is Bobby Durkins going?
What about Hogman?
Oh, yeah.
No, he said he's not going. He had something else going on. Somebody was just talking about it the other day. It escapes me now what it is.
Well, I mean, Nate needs a roommate, so.
Yeah, Nate and Hogman.
Yeah, and as of now, we still don't have Jay Shipe. Still is not booked. Come on, Jay, get on it.
Why doesn't
if we can get Mark Rogers to come, everybody should come.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's Jay waiting on?
I don't know. Come on, Jay.
Well, I think he thought at first he might have been ruining it with Huff for Billy Paul, and then probably found out otherwise.
Well, now TK's in the chat saying that Jay can have her room since she's not going.
Why can't Jay room with Slaw?
I think Slaw's bringing Robin if he's still around then.
Okay.
That's a big if.
Yeah, I don't see Jackpot on here, but
he claims he did. I don't know. Maybe he was. I asked him if he was trolling. He said no, he wasn't trolling. He did book it.
All right.
So I don't know. Maybe it's under his wife's name.
All right. Jackpot's coming on the boat.
Or maybe some people didn't follow the instructions very clearly and just called and booked that cruise without mentioning anything.
That's possible too. Yeah.
Swabs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the only way to get the group rate and to get the cocktail party.
Well, poor Jackpot doesn't get the cocktail party.
Yeah.
And I might just be missing it. You know what I mean? It's hard. You don't understand. I get an email from these people every day now about something or another. So I've tried to star the important ones. And
has everybody downloaded the app, by the way?
I did before I booked my room.
I haven't yet, but I need to.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
Lou,
you should, because you can manage everything about the booking, Slim, from that app. Like if you decide you want to get the drink package, you can buy it right from the app anytime. Like you don't even have to call in.
That's something else, Lou, that I wanted to mention to you while I got you is, a lot of times I hear you saying like, go on and, you can make a phone call and pay for this, pay for that. As long as you have the app, you never have to call them again.
Oh, so you can make your payments on the app.
Yes,
yeah, you can make payments and everything on there.
Right. Oh, okay, good.
Just go on the app and make the payments. That was the important. Like you didn't have to make the app or to create your account before like step one, but I just found it to be like more logical. Go on and do that. Now you're already in. Call them up and boom, boom. It all puts it in there. And it just.
I mean, I did create an account and went through and looked at everything. The excursions and adding drink package and all that on their website. I just didn't.
So you don't have to have the app either. You'll probably want the app when you get on the boat just to watch what you're doing and stuff. But you can go like just log into carnival.com to your account and you can manage everything from there. So you don't have to call them to make a payment. You just go to your account online and you can make a $25 payment, make a $50, whatever. You can just do that anytime you want, right there.
Yeah, it takes 2 seconds. An email and a password. That's it.
The Gypsy's paying for my cruise.
I'm hoping he pays for mine too. I need to get on that.
Guess I need to find a Gypsy. Now, Pete, are you getting the Pixels photo package?
If it's up to me, no. If it's up to Mrs. Peete, probably, yeah. How much does that cost?
Let's see. Right. Okay, well, for $99, you can get 5 Pro Portrait package.
Yeah, no.
Is this like that shit when they take your picture on a roller coaster and try to sell it to you afterwards?
For $749, you can get the Dream Studio Premium package.
What?
Studio?
Better come with a happy
For absolutely nothing, you can pull out your cell phone.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say $700?
That's insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Way.
Dream Studio.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got the little like seahorses floating around and shit.
Yeah, I'm pass on that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, make sure everybody gets out there and beats up these people who haven't booked yet, so we can pressure them in.
Yeah, who do we have to browbeat?
We have to browbeat. Well, we have to make sure that Jackpot actually has booked it. I don't see his name. I might be missing it, but we need to make sure he has. We need to get on Law Tide, Big Dog Brett, Jay Stripes, BVD, Sea Dog. Sea Dog's not in there yet. And his entourage. Zona's not in there yet. I'm seeing that. K Dog's not in there. I've got a couple more people, I think, from like over on my end on YouTube that are very seriously considering booking right now. And I know Scott from Controversial Cruising, he's about to book it.
Hey, we might actually, as long as TK doesn't actually get rid of a room, we might get a Mrs. Cook TK face-to-face showdown.
Damn.
Okay, so Scott from Controversial Cruise is going, but is Scott Kerr going?
doesn't sound like he is.
Scott Kerr's not going to anything unless it's 20 minutes from where you live.
Yeah.
Sounds like to me.
Yeah.
He did come to Isle of Palms for an hour.
Well, Pete, you could talk him into it and just, get him drunk that night and throw him in your trunk and drive him there and dump him off at the ship that morning.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, fools, in case anybody asks me. I know the June 17th date. So what if somebody calls in on June 18th? As long as they have a room available, they're still good?
Yeah, they can still use this. What's going to happen is these rooms are going to go to where they're not blocked off anymore. Right now, we have 25 total rooms blocked off. Those rooms will go back into the selling at whatever the rate is. So the rate could go up, but they will still be able to, but they could or it could sell out. So right now, just pay the $25 and get your name in the hat,
Right.
Yeah.
But we have no control over it after then.
And didn't you say part of the deal was if for some reason the rate goes down, then they'll refund some of the money that we're paying?
Supposedly. Now everybody knows how that works.
Right.
Like I'm watching it to see it has not gone down. It's just kind of stayed the same. But I do know after December 15th or whatever the hell it is, we're locked in at that rate. Like they're not going to match price, I don't think, after that. So if they do like a last minute sale to fill the ship up, we're not going to be able to go back. I think after December 15th, it's all that. Because, a lot of times they do like the flash sales last minute.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath on that. Most likely it'll sell out before then.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If we're talking about browbeating people into it, should we all flood Sleeta and ask him if he's going to
No.
No, he's not going.
Well, they do. Speaking of the one person that would be in the gym in the workout.
Oh yeah,
place, it would be Sleeta doing workout videos.
Workout videos on the ship. Yeah.
Talking about all the women looking at him.
Now we could browbeat Celine Driver. He's got a show today. Right.
I'll try that.
I browbeat him every time I go on there.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I will join that show today.
Yeah, how many?
Yeah, you're supposedly unblocked, so.
Oh no, I am. Supposedly I am. I'll join that show today, and let's all jump on there and browbeat them.
Yeah. What time's that? At 3:00?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna get annoyed real quick.
Yeah, yes.
Which isn't hard with him.
No, it's.
Are you saying because I'm going to join, or because
Oh, just in general.
It's annoying him. It's half as easy to annoy Pete as it is Celine.
I don't know about that.
What about George? George could come and room with Nate.
Is
Oh, Jesus
more
Christ.
George.
I mean, we can set up a GoFundMe to get George and Edward on this cruise.
Yes.
Something tells me if we take George, he won't make it back on the ship when we leave the Bahamas.
No.
And George will just live in a hammock.
He'll be passed out drunk on the beach and miss the ship.
Well, I mean, you can smoke in the Bahamas, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but not what George is smoking.
In the Bahamas?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me look that up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look that up.
I don't know if it's legal, but it's definitely everywhere. Believe me, there'll be people trying to sell it to you on the beach. Everywhere, locals.
No, it's not legal.
It's like when I went to Mexico, they were trying to sell me every damn thing on the beach.
So if it's not legal, why are they selling it on the beach?
Because they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
There's
they
a
don't care.
difference between whether something's illegal on the books and whether it's actually enforced.
All right, so if it's not enforced, then there you go.
Now, I will say this: possession offenders can be fined up to $120,000 and sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Offenders? What?
No, offenders. He means if you're caught.
Offenders.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought. Okay.
You can be fined $120,000 and 10 years in prison.
Oh,
Yeah,
God
it
damn.
seems unlikely to happen. Let's be real.
wow.
Yeah, but what if it did? You saw that one thing with the guy on the cruise ship. he forgot he had a bullet in his bag, and he was getting, I think it was Turks and Caicos, I think.
Turks and Caicos, yeah.
Yeah, and he got on, and now he's got sentenced to 12 years in prison.
So
Turks and
it
Caicos.
was like 5 or 6 people, all Americans, all the same thing. They had ammunition, and a bunch of them were stuck there for like a year or two. But I think most of them got released.
Not the one guy. He got 12 years. They're fighting
a bunch of people got a bunch of like long sentences, but I think because it hit the news, and now that there's some sort of.
Okay.
You hear that, Slim? Don't take any bullets with you.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Those people have no sense of humor whatsoever.
What can you do with bullets if you?
I guess you could throw it at somebody. I don't know.
Right. Well, what can you do with bullets if you don't have a gun?
Nothing.
Yeah, throw it at somebody. Stick it in the microwave in the fucking room.
A slingshot.
Yeah, slingshot.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some bullets in my slingshot. Put somebody's eye out.
Grill and Chill July 20th. Yeah, I think that's right.
Now, Peter, have you found out if you're going to make it to that?
No, we're leaving to go out of town on the 21st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just drive there and then go, out of town the next day?
Because then I would have to bring my kids to Hogfest, and I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Because the kids are going on vacation with us, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I hate to miss it, but I don't really have a choice.
Hey, sometimes life gets in the way,
Can people with 3 first names come? Yeah, sure. Anybody can come.
All comers welcome.
Anyway, I got to end the show, guys. I'll catch you guys at 3:00 on Celine Driver's show.
Sounds great. Later on.
All right.
Later.
All right, later on.
Yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Wednesday. See you guys at 3:00 on Celine Driver's channel so we can browbeat him into booking a cruise.